What's up, you guys? You know, I think I'm gonna have to change this intro. Shirts off, pants down. Let's go. And I think that's what EA is going to tell you when you go to the SBC inside of FIFA today, because it is time for you to get. It is time for you to get your shirts off, take your pants down, because EA is about to take care of some business. I've just checked all of the requirements for this SBC for Eden Hazard Player of the Month. And I have to say, I am shocked. This is a total of 10 Team of the Week players. Two, and I repeat, two 86 rated teams. I think it's two 84 rated squads and a couple of 82s and 83s or something like that. This is not fair. Eden Hazard is about 300K on the market. Tradable. Tradable. Eden Hazard is 300K on the market. Tradable. Let that settle in for a second, because we're about to do a little maths for all of you guys who just, I don't understand. I mean, some of you guys have to tweet this video at EA. You have to tweet this video at David Myler. You have to tweet this video at Nepenthes. Tweet this video at Matt HD Gamer. Because you've got to tell these guys, look at what you guys have done. Look at what you've done to FIFA, man. Because you spend so much FIFA points, we are stuck inside of your doo-doo. And the reason we're stuck inside of your poo is because this is the mess you've made for the rest of us because of the amount of FIFA points you spend in order to make videos. As a result, we don't have a say, you know? And let's look at how much Eden Hazard is actually costing right now. This is just, it's so unfair. I mean, it doesn't get any more unfair than this, I think. That's the only way to say it. So you could go out there and you could buy Eden Hazard right now. He's roughly about 200 and something K. I saw an auction that just went down. Roughly about 200 and something K. And the 92, sorry, is 600K. But you have to check because a lot of these guys, they just price like ridiculous prices. So let's put this a little bit more into context. Okay. So this is his 92 rated player. Of course, this is going to affect the market because there you go. See, like his price is kind of already, it's going down because a lot of people might end up with like an untradeable version, which means they don't need the tradable version. But the point of this is not this. The point of this is that this player is 381,000 coins tradable. I mean, you've got to discount that for an untradeable version of him. But we go back and let's just look at special cards. Let's look at a special card that is an inform. Oh no, we're not. We're wasting our time looking at Eden Hazard. Get out of here. So we're going to look at special cards. So your average special card, low rated special card, by the way, is 12K. But to get a full team, because you're not going to get a full team of the same players. Again, that's the other issue here. To get a full team of 11 players is going to cost you, at the very cheapest, something in the region of 110K. And you are looking at, or you could buy the same players or you could buy different players. But the point is, you're looking at roughly, to get 10 informed players. You're looking at about, you're looking at no less than 110K. Because 11K is the lowest, or 12K, 120K. Let's call it that for the sake of argument. 120K just for the informs. The informs. Nothing else. Think about the other players. Think about like 4 players and think about 86 rated. So for those other 86 rated, like in this squad, you've got another 7 players that are not informed. And their like ranks have to be decent because the average rating has to be 86. So you're looking at spending something in the region of more than 1 million coins here. If I'm being realistic, I think you're looking at about maybe 2 million coins worth of, like 1.5 million or something like that worth of players that goes into this, because There is no way you're going to spend such a little amount. I mean, it's just not possible. 84 rated players, you have to look at like 11 players that are about, I think a couple of them could be 82, and then the rest have to be 84 and over. So that's a very expensive squad. And you've got to have 2 players from Bournemouth, 2 players from Cardiff. And that's just not going to work. Because these 2 players, these 4 players out of your 11 are going to Scooby-Doo your squad. Unless you've got, what's his name, Joshua King or somebody like that. That's the only way you can salvage this. But the whole squad, like the Cardiff team, is not full of players that are like high rated. So they are going to drop the rating, and you're going to need to compensate for it with players from other teams. And 84 is a very, very unique number. And the chemistry, this is an expensive squad. EA, what the hell are you thinking, dude? This is not fair for the people. This is not for the people. This is not fair. This is absolutely unfair. This is not even nice. This is like a player of the month that very few people will have. And then to top it off, this is being done whilst Weekend League is up. So the only way you can get this player, by the way, I know it takes 27 days, but for 27 days, you're going to do the grind just to give all of what you got back to this one player if you're crazy enough to do this SBC. I mean, it's only 2 ratings. And if 2 ratings is a difference between you winning a game, you are terrible at FIFA. Seriously. Anyway, guys, that's my rant about this. I was all excited. I was interested. You know, I know that Eden Hazard is a game changer card, but come on, if you're gonna give us SBCs where we can get what's his name, Javier Zanetti, that's like one of the best SBCs players that we had last season, or the best icon we had last season, for less than this. And then you're going to throw this guy in at the start of the season and break all of the squads for Weekend League. I mean, this is just not fair. You've at least got to make him more realistic. And of course, everybody should be on a level playing field. And not everybody on Weekend League right now can afford to put in 1.5 million coins into a goddamn player of the month, Eden Hazard. And of course, yes, I did go ahead and get the lone player because I am going to have to stick him in my squad because you already know what's going to happen. You know, he's going to be everywhere on the weekend. Whether it's the lone player, he's going to be there everywhere. And he's going to be doing his thing everywhere. So the only thing that you can do right now is just tweet at EA. Tell them this is not right, guys. Somebody needs to tell EA Sports this is not fair. This is Weekend League trashed. The Weekend League has been ruined because of this. Because you're going to see Eden Hazard. I've played 4 games out of my 30. And I'm so happy that I've got this Eden Hazard because I know that I can literally stick him in for the next 20 games. And then the other 6 games that I've got left after that, well, I'll just take my chance without Eden Hazard on Sunday. But this is just absolutely unfair. And EA, this is so selfish. And again, it comes down to the fact that we've got players in the community that are spending so much FIFA points that EA is basically trying to protect what those people have spent and not caring that the game is no longer equally competitive. Like, it's not going to be competitive. You can't have it. It's not. How is it going to be competitive? How am I going to play against all these people? Look at my team. You know, look at my team. Let me show you my team. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, look at my team, right? There's nothing to floss about. There's nothing to yank about. But, you know, this is my team. I play with this team. I've beaten some of the best. You know, but I take a beating most of the time from the guys with 5 or 6 different icons in their squad. But this is not fair. We can't play competitive FIFA when you get rewarded to just spend FIFA points. I mean, it's okay you play FIFA points, as I like to call it, but if you're going to play FIFA points, then it's not competitive FIFA because it's just FIFA points. The 2 games can't be the same. You can't have FIFA points competition where people just play FIFA points. Like, I saw a guy at the start of the season, he spent 5 G's on FIFA points. I wanted to go over to that guy's house and steal his TV. Because what the hell, you spend 5 G's on FIFA points, I'm going to steal your TV so you can't play FIFA. It's mad. EA, you have to fix this, and you have to fix it soon because it's not fair and it's not appropriate. It's not correct that people are playing FIFA points and they're not playing the game. And yes, I get it. You want to get invited to the regional tournaments. Yes, I get it. You want to be the best. You want to get invited to stuff. But if you're just going to buy the top players and you're not going to earn any of these top players, what's the point of actually playing FIFA to begin with? You might as well not bother playing FIFA. You might as well just keep it simple and say, well, no, I'm not going to play FIFA. I'm just going to play FIFA points. And we come back to this issue all the time. And, you know, like EA, you have to do something about this because you've got to level the field. We can't play. I don't like, if this continues, I'm not going to buy FIFA next year because what's the point of weekend league when in the first weekend league, I've got people with squads with like 6 or 7 icons. I don't even have a Goretzka in my team. I mean, that's the limit for me. I've got people with 6 or 7 icons. I don't even have a Goretzka. I'm struggling to buy a Goretzka. And I've got people with 6 or 7 icons in their team. I'm putting a team together that doesn't make sense. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, whoa, my team looks good. Until I see the guy that I'm up against and he's got 6 or 7 icons in his team. And I'm thinking, how did he get 6 or 7 icons? Where did he get 6 or 7 icons from? Anyway, guys, sorry, I'm just a little bit irritated about this game right now because I've just been thinking, why am I playing this game if it's not going to be competitive? You know, I mean, there has to be an element of skill. And don't get me started on how, for example, you could go in a game and whilst you're in the game, if the guy has a much better team than you, all of your players seem to be affected by the, oh my God, I'm playing against Ronaldo. And then they just don't know what to do. Like your defenders will run into each other. It's like Larry, Curly, and Mo. And there's like the Three Stooges up in there and they'll just run into each other. And the goalkeeper will come out and the ball will hit him in the face. And it will bounce off your defender. It will bounce off the defender's butt and then bounce back into the net. And you're looking and going, whoa, what's going on? This is not, like, all of a sudden your players just don't play like it's a team anymore. So EA, please, I know the money. People playing FIFA points, I get it, you make more money that way. But how are we as players supposed to watch this and think this is competitive? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been your boy Plus. That's as much time as I've got for you today. And I will see you guys in the next video, especially after I've really run the riot act with a lot of people, once I've shown them my Eden Hazard. And then that should kind of scare everybody and their players will play terrible and I'll win a couple of games. So let's see how I do this weekend on Weekend League. But this is just not FIFA anymore. This has become EA FIFA points. It's in the game. And, EA really need to take this out of the game because if it's going to be competitive, because I just go back to the good old days of Street Fighter, You jump in there, you pick your character, you beat the guy's ass, and that's it. Nowadays, it doesn't make the same. It's like it's not the same game. You go in there and the guy's got this rocket launcher that he got from like FIFA points, and that's it. He's going to torpedo you, and you can't block. You push back, it doesn't block. You push forward, he messes you up. This isn't a game anymore, guys. This is just about who spent the most money. And obviously, we all know that David Myler and all the pro football players are all going to win. So what's the point in me playing? And that's the question that I ask myself all the time. What's the point in me playing when I feel like I'm a decent FIFA player, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not the best, but I feel like I'm a decent FIFA player. When I'm on form and I sit down, I've got my game ready, I can play against the best. But when I see people that I'm playing against that have this competitive edge against me, it's not that they're more skilled than me or that they're better players than me. It's that they've just taken a credit card. They've rinsed out 5Gs. Like one of the players did earlier on this season. They rinsed out 5Gs and he said it was an investment. And I was thinking, I get it. But is that really fair? I don't know. I'm going to leave this one with you guys. But until the next video, guys, this has been your boy Plus. I will catch you on the next video. And let's see how I do on the Weekend League. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to do well in weekend league because I've already started. I've got 4 games down. I've won 3 games, and I'm not playing at the moment because I kind of feel like, around this time, this is when the servers just kind of mess you up anyway. So I'm not going to do anything for now. I'm going to play maybe in the evening or maybe tomorrow morning. It really depends. It depends how the connection is. I might try and play Rivals a little bit and see how the connection is. If the connection is good, then I'll play. Otherwise, I'll wait until Sunday and then I'll play the rest of my games. But I don't know. Someone please tell EA to fix this because this is not fair on us. Like, this isn't a game anymore, man. This isn't a game. It stopped being a game. It stopped being competitive. I mean, I can understand playing. Can you imagine? I know like some of you that actually understand what I mean about Street Fighter. I mean, can you imagine playing Street Fighter on the internet and then thinking, like, when you press the punch button, it doesn't work. And there's a large delay. And then there's also an effect on your player because the other guy's got, like, Bateson as the player that he got from, like, a pack. Because obviously you have to, the thing people don't realize is you have to justify this expenditure right here. You can't tell the guy that I've spent money and I didn't get a competitive edge. And that's the trade-off. Because from a business perspective, EA can't tell their customers, you give us money and you still have to go in and grind as hard as everybody else. Nope. That doesn't work. And whoever thinks that works, you're stupid. In order for it to be attractive for you to spend FIFA points, there has to be a side effect. And that's why people spend the FIFA points. The point is, it's legitimate cheating. That's what it is. It's legitimate cheating. It's me saying, I don't think I'm as good as you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy FIFA points. And I'm going to buy a competitive edge against you. And that competitive edge, I'm going to come out and tell you I'm better than you because I bought a competitive edge against you. And that is where I think, sorry, EA, no, that's not right. And when you finally give us a chance to get this competitive edge removed, you then tack on like this crap. I mean, what were you smoking when you decided that this was how much this player would cost? Did someone tell you because you have an unlimited supply of FIFA points or you have an unlimited supply of coins that this was, I mean, okay, let me guess. Did you ask Nepenthes with like 1 point something million coins? Did you ask Bateson with 3 point something million coins? Did you ask I don't know, David Myler with like a couple million coins? Some of the real players in this game don't have 20,000 coins. We don't have 89 rated players in our squad or in our team. We don't have 90 rated players at all in the club. None. And I played a lot of division rivals. I opened 36 packs the other day and I didn't get a single player over 90. So somebody needs to explain to me who the hell decided that this was the right price to put on this player of the month card. Because whoever that person is, I'm pretty sure that he's another legitimate cheater in this game. Anyway, guys, this has been your boy Plus. Sorry that I'm taking my aggression on you, this stupid video. But this is something that EA has to address because this is really, it's unfair. This player is definitely going to cost the average player too much for them to buy or to actually invest in. And the worst part is, it's not even a tradable player. So for the same amount that this player is worth, you could probably buy yourself 3 or 4 different Eden Hazards from the market. And you could sell all your players and buy the same Eden Hazard, and it's only 2 difference. So what is the point? It only works, and it's only valuable or tangible to competitive cheaters. Because those guys who want the legitimate edge, who go out there and they say, hey, I'm going to legitimately cheat by using FIFA points and get a better team than everybody else and go out into a competitive environment and beat everybody. Yeah, I'm a good player. No, you're not. And a lot of these guys that you watch on YouTube and everything, check it out. They don't open their own packs because even when they get all those players, they're still not good at the game. Like I said, it's been your boy Plus. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely day.